Hello and welcome back to the Pale Beyond. We were about to hit week 13. We prepared everything for the upcoming night and week. And yeah, moving over and see if we can get a lot of gain from our hunting cruise and a little bit of scouting done. That would be lovely. So let's move over. Okay, now we need more fuel to go over. Crewmen will be cured of their malnourishment. No, we want a little bit of starvation because we don't want to waste all that food now. Like there. Crewmen will become malnourished. That's one that we can deal with. We don't know about the freezing though, so we have to check on that. But there's something that we can do though. One crewman will develop freezing. We can't waste too much. It's not gonna happen. But this one looks bad though. Gives us minus 20. Could leave it to normal though. Let's go. Hope nobody got wounds. Oh, here we go. Okay, was cured. Good. Okay, what do we got? Teshi, 2 Jones, gnomes, did return from hunting with 5 Adelaide penguins. At least they're the small ones, right? But that's a good number. Dogs arrested. Gnomes and Teshi become freezing on the hunt. Carrie was cured. Runstar was cured. Thick small nourishment. It's progressed to scurvy. Muscle is now freezing. 2 Jones has become malnourished. That isn't too bad, I hope. Let's move over. Week 13. 2 weeks at second camp. Good. Good. Beautiful. How about the resources? Yeah, they're the small ones. It's quite enough for food, though. It's a little bit less for the furnace. But we got the big ones for that still. So he's freezing. He could go out on another research. He's scurvy. He needs to go into the tent, into the med tent. What do we got here? Malnourished. Freezing. Okay, we'll see how that moves. Wait, he is just scurvy. Okay, we just go 1. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's go on. Ruffle its fur. You stroke its head. You bark back at it. Those are the best. We could have assigned somebody to Kasha to make an interview. Hammond. You approach Hammond at the boiler. Morn. Starting to miss that ship. Oh, it's getting even colder. I thought we're talking about summer. I've got spare time on my hands now. First time for anything. You say that like it's a bad thing. I'm sure you find something to do. Aye. Spare time's a poison. You want to avoid it when you can. Oh wait, that means we have unlocked another crew member, right? Keep a lid, Captain, and we do that. No. Or can we? No, we can't. We just have one. Healed freezing. Oh, 2! That's good. That's awesome. So you go into the tent. Malnourishment. Need to watch the wounded though. That's the important part. So I'd say we can do a lot against freezing, but not against malnourished. So you go into the tent, and you go into the tent. I hope that's actually possible. I don't know where he is though. Okay, the rest is fine, right? Let's go over here. Anyone free for interview and a portrait? Let's see about that. The Mad Bay. Okay, with scurvy can't move out. That makes actually perfect sense. You go in there. Command to rest. Use medical comforts to instantly cure all crew in the Mad Bay. Can we cook up something? Yes, we can. Assign 3. I don't have 3. Okay, med comforts. Awesome. That's a good one. Right. Speak to the 2 men. I'm not accusing you of anything. Then why do you keep launching questions at me? I told you on the ship the engineering was impeccable. Then why did we sink, Hammond? Why am I sentenced to the ice? I have more important things to be getting on with, Templeton. I just need to know what happened to the Temperance. Was it sabotage? They stop and turn to you. Captain, good of you to join us. Templeton was just interrogating me. Not an interrogation. We all have questions here, Mr. Hammond. Tell me who's paying for this madness. Now that's a bloody good question. The scientist frowns. Does Shaw not even know who the benefactor is? Templeton looks between the 2 of you and considers the moment. The scientist scans the room before moving to pick up a food tin from the corner. He lifts the tin and throws towards us. Abberton Tinning Company. What? Tinned fresh peaches. Consume within 3 days of opening. What is this? That's who's paying for this. We might die in the middle of fucking nowhere for tinned food company, Shaw? They have additional investments. I'm fairly sure we used to ship these in the merchant navy. It's no matter anyway. The money is good. This changes nothing about the mission. The mission is still our survival, not money. Of course, but I'm certain you would appreciate handsome pay as reward for sad survival. The two men observe each other. Are we all in agreement, Captain? Aye, for now. Hammond exits. Whew. That was wild. Oh wow, there's a lot of folks now. Let's go on with it. Mr. Gloss. Ah, Captain. Pleased to say I have quite the headache this morning. The crew greatly appreciated the wine. Good. It's only a shame that we'll have to wait until we're back on land for more. A grand celebration for our return home is in order. Well, now we concern ourselves with getting home. Let's not celebrate early. Of course, of course. Still a good time to be had. Grimly. Sean, noticed something. Crew go into those interviews with a photographer all shaken, but they're always feeling better when they come out. It seems speaking with Belfort helps alleviate some of their stress and trauma. I thought you should know. Well, Captain, we should continue to send any shaken crew her way. That was weird. We already know that. Kurt. Ah, Captain. This sunlight won't last forever, you know. No time like the present to play a game of rugby. A game with the crew. That's what you're suggesting. Why not? Keep spirits high and the blood pumping. An active crew is a healthy crew. A simple game always did wonders on my old expeditions. A wonderful idea. I'm sure the crew will enjoy. 3 to 5. So what do we got here? Do I have something to research? Let's do 1. They're all busy. 2, 3. I don't know. We need some people for hunting. Maybe no sign this time? Let's go for that. A wonderful idea. I'm sure the crew will enjoy it. Good. Oh, it's sure to be a lark. Chances like this don't come often, Captain. Right, we need the decorum. Junior. Sean. I did a stock on our current food after leaving Temperance camp. We're burning through our food stores at a fair rate. Luckily, game is in abundance here. It should not be difficult to stockpile further food stores. For the time being, yes. But winter is approaching fast. And with it, the game will start to dry up. We need to make the most of our time here if we're going to survive the winter. What is your estimate, Mr. Stoke? It's hard to say, but we'll need enough to last us 12 weeks. 12 weeks? 12 weeks. And that's at a bare minimum, assuming the tightest rations possible during winter. Understood. Thank you, Junior. Captain, we have a great opportunity to increase our food stores by a considerable degree. But we must consider the encroaching winter. If we do not have enough to last the winter, survival is not possible. Captain, perhaps you may have noticed some discontent among the crew. Sideways glances and the like. Yes, why? You may thank the elder Stoke for that. Perhaps you should listen to what he's been playing as of late for the crew. Songs of disrespect, songs of mutiny. He seems intent to sow distrust for you among the crew. He's becoming a problem. I feel I should make peace with the man, somehow. I fear you will have a difficult time, Captain. Stoke seems to have dug in his heels. You will need to find some way to appease him. Either that, or remove his Accordion from the equation. I'll have a talk with him, Templeton. I suggest you do. A simple talk may not be enough. Guess we'll have to hear about that. Okay, there's no research to be had, so let us... How do we do this, though? Migration path. Hunting the migrating Adland penguins. 10 out of 10 research. It's 15, huh? Oh. That's not what we wanted. So who's still freezing then? He's freezing. Okay, they're all in some sort of expedition. I would love to get a hold of these guys. Oh, we probably won't. So that's 3 for the hunt. Can't waste them. Rather waste the scout though. Ah, to hell with it. Feed the furnace. Here we go. Cures freezing. That's actually pretty good. Let's put in one of those. Put in the flare. Screw the flare. Good stuff. Right. Let's call the crew for dinner. The crew have their meal. Dinner is shared and stories are traded. You notice the sailors are still seated around the campfire, listening with rapt attention as Grimly plays on his accordion. As he continues to play, the crew join in on the song.
Captain has a frozen arse, hard as rock, no thawing soon. Never tells which way is south, hardly tells their arse from mouth. They never had a notion for taking our command. Send us to the hells for biscuits, we eat out of their hands. We eat out of their hands. Captain Hunt's could take a ship further than his fingertip. Captain Shaw can't move a pace. What a waste of hauling space. They never had a notion for taking our command. Send us to the hells for biscuits, we eat out of their hands. We eat out of their hands.
Grimly, where we speak in private. No. think it would be best if we did. No. Anything you want to say to me, you can say in front of the crew. Ooh. Should we just smash it? It's a tough situation. I'll only tell you once. Do not play another song like that again. Or what? What will happen? Whatever issue you have with me, we must stay professional. For the sake of the crew, at least. You walk up to me with all that thunder, and then you back down? Fine. You're a pretender. I've said it before, and they'll sing it again. Alright, let's calm down. No need coming to blows over this. The crowd disperses as the crew return to their business. Maybe we should have smashed it? You know, I used to be much taller than Grimley when we were growing up. It would piss him off something fierce, being the older brother. Even Hunt would poke fun. Don't know why I'm remembering that now. I don't suppose he'd appreciate me poking fun, would he? He'd deck ya, no doubt. He even tried that with Captain Hunt a few times. Crewmate just asked me if the dogs could serve as emergency fuel. What? Don't think they were serious, but I had a bloody good laugh. Imagine the kennel master's face if we suggested it. Sure, you tell Cordell I'll watch. Kasha will work on your obituary. You're a funny one now, are you? Pretty sure it's the captain's job to pass on that message. You should try it. We're probably not going to do this. It's good to have some music with your dinner, is it not? I suppose we should take what is given to us. I intended to bring a phonograph, but there was no space among my equipment. A shame, but I quite enjoy what we have now. Right, what else is there? Hunt had a musician on his crew when I was a small one. Learned how to make and play the accordion from them. Then they just left. Always wonder what happened to them. I take it they were carpenters as well. I took up both roles. I was the only one who showed interest. We've been out here too long. Missed the sea. I just don't feel right on solid ice. Captain Hunt would tell me to suck it up if he were here. I'll say to suck it up, Grimley. Shit. Dang it, okay. I better give it a shot. Enough time has passed. Our benefactor may have realized that a disaster has occurred. I know our benefactor for quite some time. Rest assured, they will not be giving up on this expedition. Do they care about the crew or the mission? Those are not mutually exclusive, Captain. I understand your doubts, but have faith. I promise you that you will be rewarded. Love to survive, that's all. Captain, something occurs to me. I know startling little of your life. You have invited me here several times now, and I have given little thought into asking about your own affairs. A staggering lack of etiquette, wouldn't you agree? I don't care much for etiquette. I haven't been offended. Let's try to be polite. Good. One more. I suppose one wouldn't expect the Cattle Master to concern themselves with such matters to begin with. Rest assured, I will not be tying myself to the matter of etiquette in the future. You are Captain Shaw. That's all I need to know. Good. That's one more loyal to me, at least for now. Runstar. Captain. You have any children of your own? I do. You miss them? Most of the crew don't know what it's like. Yeah, that's an issue. I'm flattered. Okay, he needs to get some rest. What else might we approach to? So what about the crew? One scout, one hunting party. That's about it, huh? Yeah, I have to call it a day for that. Where do we scout, though? Further out there, I think. Oh, that goes immediately. Dang it. Okay. Hunting party. There we go. Okay, that's it for this one. So those two are actually in... deployed. I think both of them are deployed, right? I hope they are. Let's go check it again, just to be sure. Oh, unfortunately it was delayed due to several accidents. People were beginning to say the production was cursed. I never believed in curses, but after this expedition, well... You're a man of science, Doctor. Try not to give in to baseless superstition. Shit. Oh, of course. I suppose that line of thinking is irrational. What's up with him? Shoot. That is an issue now. He's gone for good, I think. We'll never get him back there. We've got her. We might get him. And we might get him. I don't know. We have to see. Alright. Let's move on. Crew member will develop freezing. Oh, this drops down heavy. Oh, here we go. Two freezing. Cured of malnourishment. Cured of their scurvy, that's good. 3 freezing. 4 freezing. 1 malnourished. And that's it. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good way to start off. At least I hope. I don't know. No one got wounded. That's a good thing. Maybe it doesn't happen so easily. Week 14. 3 weeks at the second camp. Okay. We still managed, at least somehow. Got 8 of them. They're not really good fuel, though. That's an issue. We need to get bigger. This one wandered into my tent this morning. Come along, Pascal. Don't bother the doctor. No, hey. Did he get into your stores by any chance? No. He just woke me from my sleeping bag. He was licking my face. A friendly one. No need to be frightened, Doctor. I am not. Of course. That was cute. You know, Richard, I much prefer a hearty dinner of wild game to what we had before. Never could stomach those tinned rations, least of all the peaches. Is that so? I admit I might be a little biased. Ha. Where I'm from, you could get fresh peaches by the bundle right off the tree. Bite into one of those and it takes me right back to my childhood. Yes, peaches, a native to your home island, as I understand. Accordion didn't quite flavor justice when they decided you all should have them. It's all too processed, I say. Well, concessions have to be made in order to encourage further production. Are you sure there is issue with the flavor? Or do you simply prefer to live off the land? You know, it may just be that. I admit there's a certain satisfaction in gathering your meal yourself. It's how we all did it hundreds of years back. Thankfully, those days are long behind us. Anyway, I must attend to the day's requests. Let's go pet the dogs again. Never want to miss it a week. Just to be sure. There's things happening. Morning, Captain. I think I'm going to miss the summer when it leaves us. Why is that? Winter means colder. Colder means having to waste more fuel on this bloody thing. Not looking forward to that, let me tell ya. Okay, we see if we can free up someone. Is there anything I can do for the crew? Not right now. What we could do is, though... Right. Healed freezing. Awesome. So those two are gone. We got one malnourished. So freezing isn't that much of an issue, at least more or less. I think. Okay, let's go to the requests. Let's see what happens. Ooh, okay. Mr. Zach. Captain, a suggestion. The ice at this camp seems stable enough that we could conceivably drill a hole through it. For what purpose? Ice fishing. I understand the crew are quite adept at the pastime, and it would prove a pathway to gather more food. Certainly, I'll assign some crew to that matter. I need 3. Could do anybody, huh? Do we have anything to hunt, though? Okay, let's do those. Wait, no, ice heavy are those that are gone. Yeah, that we lost. Damn it. Do we have an engineer left? No. Anyone in bad, have we? All too grimly. So you go out hunting, because if you get freezing and the other thing, we should be good. We need hunting a lot. Freezing can be cured no matter what. So you go on here. It's you and you. Alright. 5 loyalty. Thank you, Captain. I will direct them in their duties. Perhaps we will catch something worth our while. I'm telling you, you're jumping the gun here. And I'm telling you, you're out of your bloody mind. Gentlemen, what seems to be the issue here? Apologies for bursting in like this, but winter's on its way. We need to hunker down as soon as possible. If we want to survive the cold, we'll want the camp to be set up for winter in 2 weeks. And you disagree with this, Kurt? You want protection from the elements, I understand, but I know just how long the winter can last. If we haven't stockpiled enough food, we'll starve to death, waiting for the weather to clear. So you would suggest a longer hunting period? Much longer. 5 weeks if we can. 5 bloody weeks. Winter will have it by then. Are you mad? We have enough to live off. 2 weeks is all we need. I'm sorry, have you been on the ice before? You talk like you have. Don't need experience to have common bloody sense, do I? Man, calm down. There's no need to turn this agreement personal. Captain, your thoughts? Can't risk waiting too long. I will have to think this over. You both make good points. Let's try to be neutral here. Maybe we could, like, do something in the middle there? No! You can't sit on this, Captain. You have to decide. We can't afford to be hesitant. Enough, both of you. Captain Shaw will think the matter over. I trust the captain's choice. Perhaps 2 weeks from now, circumstances will change. We will see. Now, if you both carry on with your work... Fine. Okay, I trust you, Captain. That was a bad decision. Captain, I've been thinking. What is it, young man? Well, I'm not a very good sailor. I'm small. I'm not very strong. Well, we're sorry to hear that. But I still want help. There's plenty of sailors, but there's not as many scouts, or scientists, or engineers. Well, those roles require quite specialized skills. I can learn. Dr. Nodley loaned me his books, and I've been learning to read. I can still help, just a little. Well, earning a doctorate is out of the question in this scenario, but training isn't out of the question. If you're diligent, I suppose you can be taught some of their basics. Enough to lend a hand, at least. That's what I thought. Captain, please. Ooh, we do need scouts, but another doctor might be good. Make your way to Nutley. From now on, you're his assistant. Okay, I will. Thank you, Captain. Dr. Nutley's already lacking in proper experience, but he knows his theory. Perhaps a spare pair of hands is exactly what the doctor needs. Retaining Runt has given the camp +1 maximum doctor slot. That's awesome. Oh, this is a good one. Captain, Kurt's game of rugby was a rousing success. Everyone was eager to get involved. Oh, jeez, okay, we got his loyalty back. Even yourself, Doctor. You don't seem the sort. I'm not, but Kurt did drag me into a game. It was tackled fairly hard. I'm still feeling it, to be honest. I'm not alone. I'm not surprised there was much roughhousing involved. Still, everyone had a great time, despite the multitude of aches and pains. If you'll excuse me, I need to lie down now. Okay, that wasn't all bad. We're on a good way with that part. The earlier debate between Mr. Hammond and Mr. Darling was quite worrying. If our navigator and our engineer are at odds, a divide will form amongst the crew. They're both reasonable men. It won't come to that. Well, let's hope. This crew is like the body. Each organ must be working in tandem if we're to survive. Sure right about that. So... we're still got a lot of food, which is actually quite good. Savvy Island. Warm one today, relatively speaking. It seems like it's getting colder by the minute though. I never understood how we could grow so used to the cold. I can't even handle a proper summer back home these days. An island summer might be just what I need when this is done. Okay, so they speak to each other, which is good. Let's go scouting. Oh, we got research to be done. Research frozen methane. Okay, here we go. This is decorum, which is good. So we need to do scouting no matter what. Three. So we can send out one more scout, and then we have to send out the hunting party. There we go. Ooh, that's the big stuff. But they will be wounded. So we're attempting these today. Give them a bit of extra there. I think that's it. Nothing more left, right? Okay, here we go. 3 for hunting. That's it. Dogs are out anyway. Right. So we got that covered. Push pot. What do we got? Quite something. That's good. What, 0 food? Okay. Feed the furnace. Cures freezing. Now we have to keep those. Not sure how we're supposed to do this, but we'll find a way. Let's call for dinner. Crew have their meal. Dinner is shared and stories are traded. You notice the sailors are still seated around the campfire, listening with rapt attention as Grimly plays on his accordion. Ah, not another one. The same song from last week. More of the crew have since joined in. Templeton approaches, speaking to you in a hushed tone. Captain, do you hear this?
Captain has a frozen
This has gone on long enough, don't you think?
hard as rock, no thaw in soon. Never tells which way is south. Hardly tells their
It unites the crew at last.
taking our command. Send us to the hells for biscuits. Weed out of their hands.
Against you. Is that what you want?
Weed out
This will
of
continue
their
until you put a stop to it.
hands.
Your leadership is in question. You have to act.
Captain Hunts could take a ship further than his fingertip. Captain Shaw can't move a pace. What a waste of hauling space. They never had a notion for taking our command. Send us to the hells for biscuits. Lead out
Oh
of
god,
their
that
hands.
smashed the accordion.
Lead out of their hands.
I would so love to do that. But I don't know the consequences of all that. It could be pretty devastating. Please respect that, Templeton. Is that an issue at all? I mean, screw it. Doesn't feel like talking will do anything. Let's go to another round. You march up to Grimly, who eyes you with suspicion. What's it this time? I think it's either that or... I'm not sure if it tells me. Without hesitation, you lunge yourself forward and pull the accordion from Grimly's hands. You throw the instrument over it, plunging it into the snow. You raise your boot and drive your foot into the center of the device. It lets out a sad wheeze, gasping its last. You continue to stomp until it grimly regains its composure, pulling you back and holding you by the scruff of your neck in a fit of rage. What the hell are you doing? Should we just walk away? Oh, that would be so good. Screw it. We just put a sign there. I see the chief's got into a bit of a spat with Mr. Darling. Aye. Hammond's brilliant, but he's adamant to make everything harder on himself. Not that Darling is any better. Captain, you did the right thing tonight. The sailors may hate you for it now, but a display like that, they will respect it come morning. We have to see about that. How are my favorite crew members, Lady Cordell? Tired. They need their rest. I won't disturb them then. You know, you should treat them more often. They receive all the treats they need, I assure you. Stamber and Pascal were engaged in a fight this morning, a more serious matter than the usual scrap. I put a stop to it, but it is concerning. Those two often get along. Perhaps the pressure's finally getting to them. The ice can do this to people. Dogs are no different. I would hope not, but you may be right. The stress can affect us all, can it not? I will have to be more gentle with that pair in the coming weeks. Just give me a little bit of a pat this time, though. Just to be sure. Oh, are you ice fishing? Yes. Are you interested? My father would take me fishing quite often. I have some experience. Of course, it's a different story on the ice. Feel free to take the reins, Doctor. Oh, thank you. Perhaps a bit later. Shaw, do you look at me as an old man? Don't mistake me. I know I'm getting up there in years. But I'm a father, not a grandfather. You're perfectly capable, if that is what you're asking. In a way, yes. I suppose that's more pressing than the gray hairs. It's alright, Robin. I don't mind being seen as the old man. I just so long as I'm not the useless old man. Definitely not useless. If he would do a bit of scouting himself, that would be nice. Was looking at my contract, Captain. After you and Templeton, I'm next in command. So don't bloody die. I don't want that responsibility. Well, no, I can't die. I don't want to subject the crew to your leadership. Better you than Templeton, I say. Ah, Templeton would love it. Let him have the bloody head. Shoot. I want nothing to do with it. Thought it would be on the good way there. Captain, something worrying occurred to me. Enough time has passed that those back on land will know something went wrong. My parents are optimists, but they have no doubt done the research on expeditions such as this. Statistics are not guaranteed, Kasha. Maintain that optimism. Oh, of course. But they're much less easily comforted. Evening. I've been thinking all day about my mother, my father, my sister. It never quite struck me. But there's a chance I'll never see them again. Isn't there? Sorry, shouldn't bring up such things. We'll get you back home, Arthur. I promise. Oh, thank you. I appreciate what you're doing, Robin. Ah, Captain Shaw. So where's the small one then? So they're all out doing things, right? Good. Don't think we have anything freed up, have we? No. Dang it. Alright, let's advance one further. Crew member will be cured of their malnourishment. No, we go into not the full starvation, but that one. You have to drop rations as well. Gives quite the hit though, right? Got an issue here. We can't take 20, can we? Two crew members will develop freezing. One crew member will become malnourished. It's the way to go. Not sure if we can get through all that because we burned a lot of this. Let's see. Turning from 4 Adland penguins. That's good. 2 freezing scientists. Regress into frostbite. Colsey is now freezing. 2 Johns is now freezing. Yeah, okay. Malnourished. Quite the list there. Week 15. 4 weeks at second comp. Okay. And on that... Oh, this looks interesting. On that, it is time to end for now. Next time, we'll hopefully get everything back up and do some more scouting, get some more food. We need to do more hunting. That's for sure. And hopefully we can keep our decorum up, because otherwise I think it's game over. So make sure to tune in next time. Thank you all very much. Take care, and see you on the next one. Bye-bye.